It says it's on air, but I don't know if I am on air. There could be the issue. The issue of whether one is on the air or not is what one is about to find out, because I don't see a photo of myself there. No video. There could be the issue. I hear myself. The issue of whether one is on the air or not is what I hear myself talking to myself, but I do not see myself on my own camera. That's kind of weird. I have a black screen in front of me rather than myself, and I wonder if some of my peeps are watching me and going, "What's he doing?" Let's see. And Jennifer can see me on her device, and I can see myself on my own device. So those are two good things. But my camera, which is, hi everybody, right there, see I'm pointing at it. It seems to be working because I can see myself on these devices that I have going, but not on my camera, the actual image on my camera. That's really weird, kooky, really kooky. Hi, I see you, I hear you, we are live, we're live. Hi everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. I have to actually watch myself like you watch me to see if I'm on the air. Although I am here. I mean, I can pinch myself. I'm real. Oh, I'm real. Welcome to the show. Kind of an unconventional way to start the broadcast, but what can I tell you? I'm not sure if I'm on. I'm not even sure if it's working, but it's working. Certainly working in YouTube land. It's just not working in my computer. For whatever reason, there's an error message coming up on my little app. That's what it is. The app that is in the software that YouTube provides to allow me to go live is not broadcasting me to myself. Kind of weird, isn't it? Anyway, anyway, you can see me, and that's what it's all about, because that's who I'm talking to. You guys, how you guys doing out there? Weird and kooky is what it is this morning, this afternoon. Welcome to the show. It is May the 7th, 2019. And welcome to Traveling with Bruce. Love talking about cruise ships and cruise ship vacations and you know, all that good stuff, getting away and enjoying oneself. Glad you could make it. Glad you're here today. I'm on twice today. It's Tuesday. I'm on today right now, and I'm on at 8 o'clock tonight for live trivia, so I hope you can join me for that. I've got 22, the report now on my subscriber count is 22,729. So we're moving in on the 23,000 mark, not too far away. Kind of excited about that, of course. Very, very good. I see a lot of familiar names popping up here on my chat screen, which is great to see. A lot of folks are popping in to say hi, and I welcome all of you to the show today. Couple of pieces of news today that I can talk to you about. Not a ton going on. I sort of scanned for, you know, the latest information and what's going on out there in the cruise world, and the online vloggers and bloggers and whatever else augers. All the augers out there are they're all talking about the two cruise ships that bumped into each other in Vancouver, and that was like what was that, Sunday? That's ancient history. And then they're talking about the Scientology ship. There's all kinds of publications. Just can't get enough of talking about the Scientology ship. Talking about the one case of measles. No updates that I know of today regarding the cases. I think the blood samples were being analyzed in the Netherlands. The results should be available either today or tomorrow. I'm strongly suspecting tomorrow, when the authorities, the health authorities in Curacao, will find out the results of the blood tests that were taken for the passengers and crew on board the the Free Wind cruise ship. They'll find out how many others have the measles, if anyone else has the measles or not. And then what they do after that, we'll see. Anyway, in the meantime, the news that I have for you today is from two areas. It's Seattle. I have news from Seattle, and I have news from the northeast USA. So first of all, let's start with Seattle. The news of the day is that Seattle has narrowed down their to a short list of 3 bona fide bidders to build a new passenger terminal in Seattle for cruise ships. The three entities are each vying for the contract to build up an approximate cost $200 million new passenger terminal in Seattle to handle the increased number of passengers that are going to go through Seattle in the next number of years. Seattle is fast tracking its growth curve there. They are trying to capture as much of the cruise market as humanly possible. The waterfront is perfectly designed for it. They don't have any sort of pinch points that can get in the way. The city is wide open for business. They absolutely want it. The state of Washington is wide open. The United States government is wide open. And so bids have been narrowed to three entities. The three finalists for the contract. The first one is an entity that is called Cruise Industry Leaders Group. I think this is a corporation. It's a makeshift company that has been put together. It's been put together by Royal Caribbean, MSC, and Carnival and others, mainly cruise lines. They are teaming up to offer a joint venture deal because they're going to be sharing the facility between them 7 days a week. It's likely they can handle a couple of ships at a time. So that would be 14 ships a week max that they can handle during the season. And I think they would very much like to have that under their control. The second group is the worldwide company called Global Ports Holdings. The Global Ports Holdings should sound familiar to some of you who watch me regularly. Global Ports Holdings was selected by NASA to develop their new port or their old port, make it into a new port. They've also been selected by Antigua. The folks in Antigua selected Global Ports Holdings to remake their port. Havana, they selected Global Ports Holdings to do their port. It'll be interesting to see if this group can make headway in the U.S. I'm not sure how this is going to go down. I think Global Ports is trying to score as much of the business as they can, and I'm not sure if the cruise lines really want to play ball with these guys everywhere. Because of course, if you give control to this part of the port in Seattle to these guys, the cruise lines can still go to the other terminal buildings in Seattle, I guess, to avoid them. But if Global Ports gets too much control of too many ports in too many places, they could perhaps up the rates, and the cruise lines would have no choice but to pay it. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Anyway, the third group is called Ports America. I have no idea who these guys are. Apparently, they're affiliated with a company called Jacobs Engineering Group. I don't know who they are either. I have to admit, I'm not a port redevelopment specialist at all. So I don't know who these other groups, deep inside these groups. Who are these guys? Don't know. All I know is that Seattle wants a new facility. It's a $200 million partnership. I don't know how much money the cruise lines have to cough up. I don't know how much money the builders have to cough up. I don't know what kind of deal is going to be made. But what I can tell you is that whoever controls it will control the pier, the dock, the facility, and a financial arrangement will have to be made. And it's all about the money, nothing personal. It's just about the money. And we'll see who comes out at the end with the winning bid for this deal. Yeah, we'll find out. Anyway, that terminal is supposed to be ready for 2022. So 3 years from now, that terminal is up and running, fully completed for the passengers. Seattle is likely going to head for about 1.5 million to 2 million passengers a year for business. That is a major up number. That's a big increase from even 10 years ago. So Seattle is really coming on. Way to go, Seattle. And good news for the folks in Alaska, of course, because a lot of these cruises are Alaska bound. But Seattle may be a jumping off point for a lot of other cruises in the future that might visit, say, Victoria, British Columbia, and then head down to LA, down to San Diego, maybe even down to Mexico, and then back to Seattle, even in the fall and early, late winter. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. My idea of going on a Mexican cruise means flying to a warm climate to get on a cruise ship. But I can understand that if you got a good deal and could get on a cruise ship in Seattle and then immediately, you know, head south to the to Mexico from there, and then, you know, it's a 2-day sail to basically get to Mexico, and a 3-day sail will get you to probably to Puerto Vallarta. These might not be 1-week cruises. These might well be 10-day cruises where, you know, it's 2.5 days each direction to kind of span the west coast of the U.S. and then spend 4 or 5 days in the Mexican Riviera area. Maybe even 12 days might have to be the cruises. I don't know if it's economically viable out of Seattle in the winter. I just don't know. Anyway, that is Seattle. That is the news out of Seattle. 3 finalists going for this this terminal contract, $200 million, and we'll probably know in the next 3 to 6 months who wins and what the design will look like, and they'll talk about all the features. The other news today that I'm following is news coming out of the Cruise Line Association, talking about how much how strong the business is, the cruise business is, for New England and into Canada, the northeast corner of North America for cruising. It's really growing rather well. Another 8% increase in business this year alone. It'll be the 5th straight year of business increasing in the Northeast for New England and Canada. We're talking about cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, which, by the way, is the #1 carrier of passengers into the Northeast and into Canada. Princess, Holland America, Norwegian, Disney, MSC now is entering the fray. They are basing a ship out of New York for sailings into New England. Ada Cruising, which is a German cruise line. TUI with the Mein Schiff vessels, also German. P&O, Phoenix Rising, another German line. Plan Tours, Cruise Maritime Voyages, and Sega Cruises. Quite a number of cruise lines are seasonally visiting the Canadian maritime provinces and the northeastern portions of the United States, Maine, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and other places. The home ports that are being utilized by cruise ships for this region is New York City, of course, New Jersey, which would be Bayonne, New Jersey, Boston, Baltimore, Montreal, and Quebec, or Quebec if you're up there. And like I said, another 8% increase in business this year. It's very very profitable. It's very safe. Cruise lines from Europe, in particular, the ones I mentioned here: Ada, TUI, P&O, Phoenix Horizon, Plan Tours, Cruise Maritime Voyages, and Sega Cruises. These guys, they come over with transatlantic cruises in the summer, and then they offer fall cruises in the Maritimes of Canada, in the Maritime region. So they go all the way to Montreal City, down the St. Lawrence Seaway, up to Quebec, up the river to even to Saguenay. They'll head over to Halifax, Charlotte, Prince Edward Island, I think it's St. John's, New Brunswick, St. John, Newfoundland, Halifax. It's a beautiful area, and in the fall, the fall colors are just spectacular. The leaves changing color, phenomenal. Same thing in Maine and Massachusetts, and in other areas of the Northeast. Absolutely gorgeous. More and more Americans, Canadians themselves, but Europeans find that these cruises are absolutely delightful. They show off nature at her finest. You have warm days, cool evenings, and fantastic colors. And you don't have to offer palm trees and beaches to attract well-heeled travelers to these areas. The thing also that this region has going for it is it's one of the safest regions on the planet to take a cruise as a cruise passenger. So if you're going with a family to Prince Edward Island to see the area where the Anne of Green Gables comes from, or whether you're into Halifax, Quebec City, Montreal, and of course Baja in the U.S. There are some spots along the Northeast that are really worth your while to go see. And one of the ways to see it, get a sampling of a number of places, is to take a cruise and enjoy yourself very high quality itineraries, great tours, wonderful people, and spectacular geography. And these cruises are generally sellouts. They do very well. So that's why cruise lines are expanding into these areas. I understand that even the Oasis of the Seas will be visiting Halifax. There'll be, I think, a series of 4- and 5-day cruises out of New York in the fall for the Oasis of the Seas planned, which of course is the 3rd largest cruise ship in the world. It'll be the first time that a ship of that size will be in that area. And that could be an annual thing depending on how Royal Caribbean sees the traffic flow and the demand. So something to watch for, and we'll stay on top of that. It's not uncommon right now for me to tell you that many regions of the world are increasing their business. Just finished telling you about Alaska. It's going to have a record year this year. Ports like Juneau, Skagway, and other spots are going to have record numbers of tourists this year. The difference, of course, is you're talking about 1.3 million now going to, say, Skagway. That's a ton of people in a very short period of time. The Maritimes doesn't have 1.3 million in traffic. It's not quite the same. So it might be record years for Halifax, but we're talking maybe 200,000-300,000 passengers rather than 1.3 million. So the charm of the area is still intact. Skagway is a charming place unto itself, but it is overrun in July and August by a zillion tourists. If you're a local, you dread it. Unless you're in the business, you might still dread it. You make your money, and the folks get on the ship in the afternoon and leave, and you go, oh, I get a night of quiet. But tomorrow, here we go again. Very tight geographical area with a whole lot of people coming and going with all the tours. At least in the Maritimes, you have far more stops to go visit as a cruise line company. You can go to many more places, and you're not going to have 10 ships or 8 ships or 5 ships in any one locale at the same time. And so as a passenger, you may find that the Eastern Canadian and Northeast New England area might be a place you want to consider to have a change of pace and see some beautiful geography. You're not going to see a glacier, I'll guarantee you that, but you will see some spectacular foliage and scenery. Anyway, there's my little spiel for the day, little updates for everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. Tell me, where are you watching me from today? Love to find out where you are. My regulars have been saying hi to me already, telling me how they're doing. What's your high temperature today? Are you getting good weather here in Creston? Oh, man, it is spectacular. We are in the low 70s here. Beautiful blue skies with a few white puffy clouds. It's just spectacular, fantastic. I can't say it enough. It has been such a long time for us to have some really nice, almost real summer weather here. It is a wonderful change for here. The only way I've been getting this kind of weather is to leave town and head south to Los Angeles and Phoenix. Having been in Phoenix about a month ago, it was nice to be in the 80s for a while, but we had to give it up and come back here, and we were back into winter just last weekend in Calgary. Finally, the trees here are exploding with leaves, and I'm very happy with the conditions. Just wonderful. So welcome one, welcome all. Join me for trivia tonight at 8 o'clock. We should have some fun for that. I got my questions all loaded up here. Let me just take a look at some of the topics here. Ooh, I have some stuff for you tonight. You're going to have to show up at 8 o'clock to see it. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to presenting my trivia questions to you. No cheating on Google on the air. Alrighty, let's see who's here and say hi to everybody. And like I say, if you have any comments or questions on what's going on, let me know. Brittany Lockwood is saying hi to me. David M. Little is here. Welcome. Good afternoon, as Lurch would say. Alan Carter from Calgary. How you doing, Alan Carter? Welcome, sir. Brittany Lockwood saying 87 to Baton Rouge. Alan telling me it's 8 Celsius in Calgary right now. It's 121 for gas. For a liter of gas up there. Paul Wilgus, hi everybody. It's 77 in Virginia. Eamon McCarthy, greetings from Ireland, 55 degrees. He's here today. It's $6.16 for a gallon of gas, $6.16. That's why you drive fuel-efficient vehicles in Ireland. You don't drive big old V8s with the extended cab pickup truck in Ireland. You can't afford it. Unbelievable. SFL Spotter, hey everybody. David M. Little saying you are on. Brittany, you're live, Bruce. No testing. You really are live. Carla G, hi, Bruce. I see you. I hear you. MGM Traveling, I see you too. And Eamon says, I can see you, but you sound like you're in a tunnel. Paul Wilson, howdy, everybody. Kat Rose, I see you. AJ Walsh, hi, everybody. Tracy Dunlop, hello, Bruce. And all nice day in Naples today, 89 degrees and sunny. Gas $2.79 a gallon. No ad today. Very interesting. Cat Rose, 70 degrees, but feels like 80. That would be in Sacramento, California, I think. Kirk Brunson out of New York. Hey, buddy. Hi, Bruce. Kirk from New York is here. Hey, pal. How are you? Nurse Nancy from Wisconsin. Hi, all. I'm so glad to be back to the TWB family today. It's sunny and lovely in Wisconsin. Temps are in the 50s. That means meltage. The snow is melting. Welcome, Nurse Nancy. Donald Shapiro. Move on with the show, Bruce. Stop talking about niceties and just give me the facts, man. I just don't have time to waste with you. Get on with it, mister. Thank you, Donald. Nurse Nancy, hi, Paul Wilson, everybody else. Paul Wilson, hello, Paul. SFL spotter, take your time, Bruce. Sorry about that other guy, Bruce. You just take your time, grab your coffee, say hi to everybody, wish everybody a happy day, a wonderful day from Traveling with Bruce. Take a sip of your cola. Enjoy it. Don't be in a rush because it's your show, man. You can do whatever you want. It's your show. Thank you so much. Nancy Hinson, 83 in Nashville, Tennessee. What a beautiful place, beautiful people. Nancy, how are you? Welcome to my show. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here, and thank you for joining me. I hope I'm not going too fast or too slow for you. I hope it's just right. Peter Heckema is in the house, and that reminds me again, Peter Heckema, thank you for your Tuesday contribution to this channel. It hit again through the PayPal donate button. Thank you so very much for your unbelievable support of this channel. Peter Heckema is saying hi, Bruce, and everybody. 86 degrees and sunny in beautiful Tarpon Springs, Florida. Gas is holding steady at $2.64 a gallon. And my sign-in ad today was for Lincoln. Well, that's pretty good. Lincoln is using me to advertise to you guys. That's pretty cool. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I don't think Lincoln buys cheap ads. Lincoln goes for higher demographic Americans, so that would be better ad revenue for me through YouTube. I hope. Cross my fingers and see what happens. Thank you, Peter, again for your undying support. Love it. Tracy Dunlop, you're still in the 50s, Nurse Nancy. When do the temperatures go up in Wisconsin? What's the deal there, Nurse Nancy? Carla G, thumbs ups for you, Bruce. Thank you, Carla G. We are showing right now. I have 30 thumbs ups this early in the show. Thank you, everybody, for supporting this channel and getting me going on the thumbs ups today. Carla G is also saying hi, Paul. Paul's going hi, everybody. Paul Callahan, hi, everybody. And Bruce, thank you, Paul. Nurse Nancy, Tracy, hi there. It's a coin toss for when summer heat shows up around here. We actually like the 50s. As long as it's sunny, we will usually get warmed up by June, but you can never tell. Cat Rose, Paul Callahan, hi Carla, SFL, damn, it's getting nasty out again. Really bad weather, moving in fast, big red spot coming on the radar. What is happening? That's down to Florida, I think. Cat Rose, where in Seattle is it being built? I can't tell you, Cat, off the top of my head. I didn't write down that information. You're going to have to, if you really want to know badly, you're going to have to probably Google it and just Google in like new Seattle passenger port, something like that. You'll find some articles about it, but there'll be all kinds of news on it going forward, and eventually they'll give us all the gory details. Carla G, big storms coming to Ohio Thursday and Friday. Sylvan, hi Bruce and everybody. 82 in Delray Beach. Storm just starting. There you go. I will most likely have my libation inside today. No cigar with the storm. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notifications for Bruce's channel. Thank you, Sylvan. Again, as always, 33 thumbs ups are now here. Thank you, everybody. They are coming on in. James Grandy, CocoCay, actually. CocoCay opened today. Royal Caribbean, Bahama Island redone. Just saw on Facebook post about it. Yes, James Grandy. For the last probably year now, almost a year, Royal Caribbean has been building out CocoCay, their private island down in the Bahamas. About a third of it now is developed. $250 million for the latest investment into that complex. They've built their own dock, so they can now bring ships right to their own dock. No more tendering. I believe they can handle 2 to 4 ships at a time, depending on what size they are. And the talk also is that I think there's still sections of the of this refurbishing just being completed. It'll be completely done by November of this year for this phase. But after November, they will be in a position to begin the process of what they call overnighting cruise ships in CocoCay. So you'll be on the Navigator of the Seas, let's say, or the Mariner of the Seas, or whichever one you're on, and it'll come up to the dock, and it will dock for 24, maybe 36 hours. Gets there at 8 in the morning, won't leave until 6 the next night, and you'll be able to enjoy the island's amenities for the entire day. Head back to the ship, have dinner, get a sleep. Next morning, get up again and lie on the beach all day long and enjoy. The kids can enjoy the water slides or the zip lines or whatever they want to do. And then around 4 in the afternoon, back to the ship we go, and the ship will leave the dock at around 6 o'clock and head to her next port. For Royal Caribbean, it is a cash cow money maker because a cruise ship not moving in the water is a cruise ship making money where it is if it's loaded with passengers. And this cruise ship will be loaded with, 4, 5, 6,000 people, depending on which one we're talking about. The Oasis of the Seas, for example, or Symphony of the Seas. She'll have 6,000 passengers on board just sitting there playing on the pool and running around the ship and buying drinks and specialty dining and everything else. But they're not going to be burning fuel to move the ship. They're going to save a lot of money on fuel costs just having the ship sit there, and they'll just run the engines to keep the electronic generators going. That's all they're going to run, not the propulsion system. And you're going to find that the Royal Caribbean will be coming out with financial earnings a year from now, 2 years from now, and they'll be 5-10% even higher. Their net yields will rise because their net costs will drop. And if oil wants to go to $80 a barrel, other cruise lines are running around moving 500 miles overnight or 300 miles overnight from one place to another. The Royal Caribbean will have 2 or 3 ships sitting at CocoCay overnight, and they just take one of their stops out of their itinerary, and in effect, you get a 7-day cruise, and instead of getting 4 different locations, you have 3 locations, or instead of 3, you have 2. But the 2 you got, one of them you had for 2 days. And so smart move by Royal Caribbean to do that. I see this becoming a new normal with other cruise lines going forward. I just sense down the road, within 5 to 10 years, there will be a number of cruise lines that will have islands and private getaways in the Caribbean that they will alter and modify so that they can overnight their ships and just sit there and not go anywhere. It's pretty interesting move. Interesting. If you're into culture, you want to go on a cruise from Miami and you want to see Old Town Havana, you want to see Old Town somewhere else, there are ships and cruises for you for that. But this cruise that's going to go to CocoCay, it has nothing to do about culture. This is everything to do about hanging out and doing nada. It's a getaway. It is a beachfront property getaway with a water park playground for the kids. There is no culture being exhibited here by anybody, and there will not be any disappointed passengers, because I can assure you, the passengers that are going to book passage on the ships going to CocoCay, that's exactly what they want. They want that as their Caribbean cruise getaway. What a far cry from 40, 50 years ago, when my parents or my parents' parents would have gone on a cruise on the Love Boat to the Caribbean, and you would have gone to a charming little port in the Caribbean, in St. Lucia or in San Juan, perhaps, and you would have been exposed to the charms and the culture of the area. Today, it's big business, baby, and it's heavy-duty traffic, and you've got 6 ships at a time in Grand Cayman, all tendering to shore at the same time. It's a madhouse of activity, and it's all different. It's a volume business, and that's why cruises are so affordable for so many people. Volume, man. It's all about volume. SFL spotter Sylvan How's that weather over there, Nurse Nancy? Exciting that they're building a new cruise port, Seattle, Bruce. That is definitely where a bunch of Alaskan cruises depart. Absolutely, Nurse Nancy. Vancouver and Seattle are the two big areas. Vancouver has limitations, unfortunately. They don't have any extra dock space coming on. They have the Lionsgate Bridge that has a height limitation on it, restriction. And so not every ship can use Vancouver as its starting and ending port. But there are plenty of ships through Princess and Holland America and Norwegian that use Vancouver and other lines, and it does about 1 million passengers a year. But Seattle is on its way to 2 million a year. I think that's where they're headed. Sheila, hi Bruce and TWB. Just popping in for a bit. I have to go to my daughter's production for her college English class. 77 here in Virginia, cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Thank you, Sheila. How you doing? Have yourself a great night tonight. Tracy Dunlop, laughing out loud, Nurse Nancy. 50s will be fine at night, but it's too cold for me in the day for too long a period of time. It's just not going to work for me. SFL spotter, dark here again in Boca Raton. And Sheila says, Bruce, I gave you my thumbs up. Thank you. 35 now. Thank you, guys. Paul Woolgus is here saying hello. Scott Short, when are the new Quantum class ships going to be ready, please? And thank you. Well, they just launched a Quantum class ship last month. The Spectrum of the Seas has been launched by Royal Caribbean about a month ago. It was just in Dubai 2-3 days ago. It's on its way to Singapore. It'll be sailing now in the Asia area. The next one is Odyssey of the Seas, Ultra Quantum class ship in construction right now, being assembled indoors at is known as the Weierkraft Shipworks Yard in, I believe, Germany, Poppen, Germany. And that ship, I think, will be on that ship in 2021. Or is it late next year? It's going to be a year and a half from now. So maybe the end of 2020, early 2021. That will be the next one, Richard. And we'll find out from Royal Caribbean what happens with the next build out. They have already announced, by the way, Royal Caribbean, they're building a 6th version of the Oasis class ships. The 5th one is under construction right now, hasn't been named yet. And it will be in the water also late next year, I think. And then the 6th one will be like a 2024, 2023 timing. That much I do know. What I don't know, sir, is there's another class of cruise ship coming from Royal Caribbean, and it's all secret. It's all, no one's talking, and they're not ready to reveal that. But the minute they do, we'll be on it. We'll see what it's all about. So stay tuned, Richard. There's more coming. Sheila, hi there, Spotter and Paul. Kelly Haston, hey, TWB family. Hi, Kelly. Nurse Nancy, hi there, Sheila. Brittany, it will be interesting to see if the Global Ports Company gets it. That's true. Fatima McCoy, hi, everybody. Hi, Fatima. Kelly, Nurse Nancy, I just watched your video. Nurse Nancy, enjoy those meatballs, Sheila. And also your daughter's production. Nurse Nancy, thank you for watching and for your support. Kelly, Tracy Dunlop, hi there, Paul Wilgus. Hope all is well in Virginia. So many visitors and family here since Easter. Haven't been able to make many live TWB shows. I hope to get back to normal now. I hope so, Tracy. I've been missing you. Sheila's smiling. Nurse Nancy, hi there again, dear. Fatima. Sylvan Forrest, a gorgeous shirt, Bruce. That's a beauty you got on there. I love that. Sexton, it's a beautiful design. We've sold a bunch of these to people. People have been buying these items. I want to say thank you to all of you loyal watchers out there who have been traveling with Bruce's shirt company. Not shirt company. They're the RedBubble store that we're part of. RedBubble is the people who make these for me. They ship them anywhere in the world. And thank you for those of you who are wearing TWB merchandise from time to time. I love it. I love seeing you guys when you post photos of yourselves wearing TWB product on the Facebook group page for Traveling with Bruce. Please join today. There are a bunch of new photos. That Facebook page is a fantastic photograph. They can listen to more. Please join the TWB on the Facebook page if you can. And I just want to say my image disappeared, and now be partially frozen and choppy picture, and who knows what's going on. We'll see if I'm still alive or not. I'm going to keep on going here. Hopefully the show can be heard and people will be able to see what I'm doing. The internet here has been very good. I just have a heck of a time with these apps from time to time. It's kind of weird. Who else is saying hi to me here? Paul Wilgus says, Tracy, things are good here. Glad to hear your life is settling down a little bit. Nurse Nancy, hi there again, Sylvan. How is Lucy doing? Fatima, hi, Nurse Nancy. Mark Dirksen just popped in to give a like for the vid. Have a great show. Thank you, Mark Dirksen from New York. Sheila saying hi, Sherry. Sherry is here. Sherry Awesome Sunsets. Hello, Nurse Nancy. Nurse Nancy, hi again, Sherry Awesome. Brittany cruises out of Seattle sounds something that I might be interested in doing in the future. Who else have I got here? Kelly Haston, Paul Wilgus, Sherry saying hi to everybody. Let me get through here. Carla G gave my thumbs up. Come on, everybody, help Bruce out. Give him a thumbs up. Andre Hicks, thumbs up for you, Bruce. Nurse Nancy, those are the cruisers that sprinkle salt and pepper over themselves. Fatima, I don't know what that means. Let's see. Fatima says, I've been on 6 cruises within 20 years. Every time I go, I feel like it's the first time. Is that a good thing? Oh, it's a good thing. Nurse says, I figure that's a great way to be, Fatima. Love that cruising excitement. It's a good thing, says Sherry Awesome. Jaco is here from the Netherlands. Good evening, everybody, from a cloudy and rainy Netherlands. Welcome, Jaco. When do you get good weather? Do you ever get good weather in the Netherlands? Every time you watch me, it's lousy weather. Kind of curious about that. Give my thumbs up for Bruce. I gave my thumbs up for Bruce, says Sheila. We got 36 thumbs ups going now. Fantastic. 79 and sunny in the St. Louis area, says Sherry Awesome Sunset. Stephen Baumgartner, hi from Mississippi. Upper 80s here. Welcome, Stephen from Upper Mississippi. We have Pamela Arias from Indiana. Hi, Pamela. Welcome to the show, the channel. I'm glad you're here too. MGM Traveling. Hey, TWB. 80 degrees, sunny, gas 279 in New Jersey. Welcome, MGM. Fatima, Philadelphia, it's 295 a gallon. We got 79 degrees here. Sheila, the pollen is exploding up here. Paul, look at Sheila. It has to be terrible here too. Hello, traveling with Bruce and TW family from my buddies at D&G Explorers. How are you guys doing? Paul Lucas, hello, Derek. Susan R, 79 and sunny in Nova. Hubby looked up Costco for food court issue. All he saw was elimination of their hot dog scheduled. Hope that's it. I tell you, Susan R., I found nothing. I looked it up too. I couldn't find anything about the Costco food courts having any changes. The only thing I found was articles from months ago when they were trying to eliminate the Polish sausages, and there was all kinds of uproar. I complained when they were eliminating the Sunday, the very, very Sunday. They brought it back. I don't know what that story is all about. I can't find anything about it. No confirmation of that whatsoever. Nurse Nancy, dang, Jacob, I don't know what that means. Sheila, and we jump right into summer. Paul Willis, that's what we do. D&G, hi there, Paul Willis and Sheila and everybody. Everyone's saying hi to D&G. Paul Willis, just like last year, Sheila, no spring at all. Sean McCroskey, anyone with the TW family know how often cruise ships refill their Freon? Now, that's a good question. Sean, I'm really glad you asked me that. Welcome back, Sean. Sean sent me a message yesterday on my Facebook group page that a buddy of his was making a delivery to one of the Carnival cruise ships, and he was dropping off some 6 canisters, big canisters of Freon. And I have no idea. I'm not a mariner, so I don't know what the deal is here. I certainly don't run cruise ships as a living, so I don't know the ins and outs of this stuff. But I'm kind of curious. Does anyone know out there how often or how much Freon a cruise ship would use? I would think that the Freon would be would be used for refrigeration purposes, for perhaps their air conditioning systems, maybe. And any other services. I mean, all the bars they have and all the ice making machines and their freezer compartments, their refrigerators, you would think they would use quite a bit of that stuff in the industrial sized applications. But does anyone know? I have no idea. Sherry, hello, D&G. Wendell from Oakville is here. Wendell, Quintine, is that how I say Quintine? Welcome, Wendell from Oakville, Ontario. That is fantastic. Near Toronto, Ontario. Welcome, my friend. That's fantastic. What kind of weather you got in Southern Ontario? You got any decent weather yet out there? The May long weekend is coming, isn't it? It's when you get ready to head north for Bracebridge, or you head north to Wasaga Beach, and you know, you head north. That's what I used to do when I was a teenager. I used to live in Kitchener-Waterloo, so I know that area. D&G today, 86 in Madeira. A really nice out. Wow, that's fantastic, D&G. Sheila, Bruce, Nurse Nancy. Wow, interesting question there, Sean. I've never ever thought of that. D&G, don't forget to hit the like button and support this guy. Thank you, guys. Sean, really, Nurse Nancy. Kathy Hennessy, thumbs up to you. Pamela Arias, gas, 270 gallon here in Indiana. Right on. Sherry, liked and shared. Donnell is here from Cork, Ireland. Hi, Bruce and everybody. Only 50 degrees and dark, wet, mild, not as nice as in Creston by the sounds of it. No class tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to joining you for trivia at 1 a.m. tonight. 1 a.m. in Cork, Ireland. He will be here for trivia. Folks, you have no excuse not to join me. Join me at 8 o'clock Eastern for trivia. We're ready to go. Sean, on behind the scenes of a cruise ship. How neat. Kathy Hennessy, hello from New York City, 63 and it's sunny today. 24 days until my first cruise. Right on, Kathy. This is going to be great. You're going to love it. The countdown is on. This is awesome stuff. I'm looking forward to your reports on how that went for you. It's going to be so exciting. Paul Wilgus, hello, Donnell. Sheila, I know Paul Wilgus. I really would like some nice 70-ish weather for a month. Cat Ruse, where in Ohio? Where in Ohio? Nurse Nancy, not putting it down there, Sean. Good things to be connected with. I just guess I never considered it. Well, there you have it. Hey, Donnell, says Sheila. Nurse Nancy, hi there, Donnell. Pamela Arias, thumbs up. D&G, hi there, everybody. Donnell, hello, Paul. The prize goes to you for being first one to say hey to me today. And I think happy birthday to Nurse Nancy from MGM is a bit of a belated happy birthday. Let's see. That would be what your that would be your 29th anniversary of your 29th birthday. I got that right. Congratulations. Let's see here. Everyone's saying hi. Everybody else. Donnell saying hello. And who else have I got here? Any other comments here? SFL Spotter says, I'm safe, Bruce, in my patio, smoking a cigar while the storm passes overhead, laughing out loud. Donnell, Paul, I'm still deciding. I'll get back to you about it. Sheila, well, I have to skedaddle. Hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, morning, whatever you are. Thank you, Sheila. You have a great one yourself. What is this here? Hi there, my friend. What a goofy name you got. Not sure. That's an interesting name. Very, 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 very interesting name. You just have to pardon me, folks. I'm just kind of doing a quick run through here just to see what's going on. What's going on here? Pardon me. Yeah, not sure how to make what to make of that. Let's see here. Who else was talking to me? Never know if you get a troll or not. You never quite know. Donnell is saying, if you're into culture, I bet MSC is the line to cruise on. Lots of opera and classical music on MSC ships. Yeah, but if it's too much, it's too much. I don't know. Sherry is saying, Alana Zigano just went to CocoCay. She has an amazing video from the hot air balloon, and more will be coming. I did see a piece of that. It looked pretty good. Donnell, is Viv here today? Wonder where she is. I think she's on the ship. I think she's on the QM2 heading back. Let's see. Lawrence Robinson, hello from New Hampshire. 68 degrees and rain. Gas 275. Fantastic. Welcome, Lawrence, to the show. Doing great, D&G. Feeling the dogs, says MG. Okay. Let's see. Donnell, thanks, Nurse Nancy, for the update. Brittany, Bruce, I think the ship building in Papua New Jersey can hold 2 at a time, but I could be completely wrong because I watched the ship float out. I see them float on YouTube. Yeah, Brittany, I don't know how many at a time they can do. I don't know if they can do sections. I know they do like complete sections at a time. They just assemble it and put it together. It's an incredible system they have going there. It's really amazing. I love the idea that the entire thing is indoors in that massive facility in Papenburg, Germany. It's incredible. It's really something. Let me move on here. Who else is commenting here? Bruce, you're cutting in and out a little bit. Steve Berg, hey, Bruce and everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Temperature in Minneapolis is 57 degrees. Gas 274. Welcome, Steve. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back, buddy. Donnell, hi to you. Sherry, awesome. Any cruise vacations planned? Sylvan, I just returned from closing Lucy's plantation shutters. Lucy is afraid of lightning. We dote over that python. Tom Henry, troll, red alert, Bruce. That's what I'm wondering. Donnell, Nurse States, I thought aliens had attacked Bruce too. Glenn, hi Bruce and everybody. Glenn Edinburgh, 26 degrees Celsius in Brisbane today. Fuel, $1.35 Australian a liter. Welcome, Glenn Edinburgh from beautiful Brisbane. That hot 30-plus temperatures, maybe a thing of the past. Heading into fall weather, I don't know. What's going on with Carnival Cruise Lines and Cuba? Duncan N wants to know. Don't know. I haven't heard anything bad. Haven't heard anything new. I'm not sure what you're asking. Nothing going on yet. Tom Henry, hi everybody. 78 in Richmond, Virginia. Paul Lucas, hello Tom. Sylvia, hi Bruce and all. 79 feels like 84 in sunny Greensboro. Bruce, Dag is a greeting in Dutch. I was just saying hello to Jaco. Oh, fantastic, Nurse Dance. You learn something new every day on this show. What can I say? Steve Burke says, it shouldn't use any. It's all charged when built. Must have needed some for a leak, Steve Burke is saying. Freon. That's we're talking about the Freon question. I'm wondering why 6 giant containers of this stuff would have to be delivered to a cruise ship. That's, yeah, I found that odd, but I can't be any more specific about why, why. I really am not sure what's going on. Sylvia, hi there, Tom. Paul Lucas, I'm doing great. And let's see here. MGM Traveling says, I see 2 thumbs down. What's up with that? I got 43 up now. Thank you, everybody. Alan Arsenault, I live in Georgetown, Ontario for years. I used to live in Georgetown for years. Used to go to Wasaga Beach lots of times. I even seen Kim Mitchell up there. Yeah, he would have cut his chops up there along with April Wine and all these guys from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. They would have all cut their chops up there in those days. Yeah, got it. That's what we used to do as teenagers in Southern Ontario. As soon as the spring, the warm weather hit, we'd head up to Wasaga Beach, which is on Lake Huron. And the guys went up to look at the girls. The girls went up to look at the guys. And then sometimes there would be more than looking. But that's another channel, not this channel. Anyway, Glenn, once fridge, air conditioners, freezers are charged, only refill if a leak occurs. That's interesting, Glenn. Very cool. Sean McCroskey, it was for the Carnival Sunrise, former Triumph. Yeah, it just got redone, $200 million refit. And they're delivering a lot of Freon to the ship. So something must have happened. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. We'll have to see what's going on. Sean just came out of dry dock, had me quizzical. Lawrence Jefferson, going on a Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas. How does it compare as far as fun goes? Lawrence, you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna love the Oasis of the Seas. A great ship. They just finished refurbishing it in Cadiz, Spain. It's in Mediterranean right now. You're going to love that ship for sure. A lot of people have. Ronald Tucker. Hi, Bruce from Montreal. Hey, Ronald. How you doing? Cool Jazz. I'm good. Hey, Cool Jazz. How are you from New York? Sylvan, considering the number of refrigeration units a cruise ship runs, 6 big canisters, Freon doesn't seem like an awful lot. I would have to guess they do their own maintenance and they need it in stock. Very good, Sylvan. Thank you. I was wondering about this with the gigantic refrigeration and systems for freezing. Because you're talking about 3,000 passengers and 1,200 crew, 4,200 people. That's not a lot of Freon for 4,200 people. So the air conditioning systems and then the refrigeration, and I'm thinking that maybe, just having it refurbished, maybe they're just topping up. I just don't know. Perhaps they couldn't get the Freon where they were, or they could get the Freon where they are here for a much better price, and now they have their spare Freon at the price they want to pay for it. It could be something simple as that. I don't know. Interesting. Nurse Nancy, great, Cool Jazz. Bruce, MGM was wishing me a happy Nurses Day. It was yesterday. Oh, very good, Nurse Nancy. I know it was your birthday not too long ago, too. But happy Nurses Day to you, too. Sylvia, Nurse Nancy, Bruce is thinking too much about it. Just delete it. Tom Henry, with a name like that shouldn't be hard to figure. D&G, not sure they're still on. Aisling Kane, everyone could, very cold, wet here in Cork, Ireland. John LeBeau, hey, TWB and all. Hi from Raleigh, 80 degrees. Welcome, John. Welcome, Aisling. Susan R., favorite cruise itinerary for Alaska. Does anyone have one? Cool Jazz. Paul Lucas, do you like my roller coaster choice for you? Lovely Lady 422. Hi, Bruce and chat. Hi, Lovely Lady 422. D&G, how are you? Cool Jazz. Paul Lucas, I love that. Cool. Tom Henry, me too. D&G, hey, Lovely Lady. Cool Jazz, it's for the frozen desserts they're going to serve. There you go. Chris, Nurse Nancy. Hi there, John LeBeau and everybody. Cool Jess, hello Derek, lovely lady, hi everybody, Nurse Nancy, and hi to you across the sea in Ireland, as well. Aisling Kane from Nurse Nancy, Susan R, hi Nurse Nancy. Aisling, I saw yesterday in Cove. Yesterday, a ship docked, guests got off, 300 went to local hotel, hotel went on fire. That's true. I did see the story that a local hotel caught fire. The passengers were escorted out of the hotel, no injuries. They got on their buses and headed back to their ship. And fire department came, tried to put the fire out. What can you do? Susan R. Aisling would love to a suggested best weather time to visit. When's the best time to visit Ireland out there? Cat Rose, oh no. Nurse Nancy, oh no. SFL, hey, see y'all later. I'll be back at 8. Donnell, hi Aisling, we're neighbors. I live near Cork too. Been on any cruises? And Cat Rose, none hurt. Nobody hurt at the hotel. The fire it did spread, but they did get it out eventually, and the passengers were all fine. There was apparently a funeral going on too, some kind of a memorial, and that was most disconcerting. But everybody, including the deceased, is okay as can be expected as being deceased. But it was a bit of a downer on that too, I guess. So what are you going to do? Fire happens. What can I say? Sometimes I hear myself and I chuckle. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, you guys. Like I say, I hope the show is relatively okay technically wise. My computer's been just funny with the app here, but my image to you seems to be working, which I'm very happy to see. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for your comments. 47 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. I'll be on at 8 o'clock Eastern time. I've got trivia loaded up and ready to go. I dare you to show up and try to stump me on this one today. I got some good ones, and I'm looking forward to drop them on you. Hopefully you'll have fun with them. And Alan saying, looking forward to trivia. Fantastic. Lovely lady. What do you think of the Allure of the Seas? And Aisling, never traveled to Ireland without a raincoat. Allure of the Seas, I hear nothing but good things about the Allure of the Seas. I think it was the first of the Oasis class ships built, and I think she's in for refurbishing April 2020. But between now and October, they have altered their itineraries slightly for 25 cruises in a row because the Allure of the Seas has been having Azopod issues, and apparently they still continue to have Azopod issues. So hopefully there won't be any issues with the Allure, and they'll be able to get her into dry dock next year and get it resolved. But in the meantime, she's still in business, and people seem to be happy. Donnell, 2 hours, 10 minutes to trivia. Bring it on, Bruce. Right on. Ready as always. Says Brittany. She's ready for trivia too. Fantastic, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to shut this down here. I got 50 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. I kind of worry that my computer's going to shut down at any moment, and we'll be totally off. So I might as well cut my losses and shut the show down now. Thank you for joining me for this May 7th, 2019 edition of Traveling with Bruce Live. I'll see you at 8 o'clock Eastern. If you would like to join me, tell your friends to come on by as well. And we'll have some fun tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay warm or stay cool, depending on where you are out there. Night all. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a pleasant day and evening. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Bye for now.